Hello everyone and welcome back to Moonmothgoddess Tarot. Thank you all so much for being here. And I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone that has been so supportive for me with everything that I am working through at this time. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I'm just taking it one day at a time. And yeah, I just wanted to thank all of you for your kindness, your generosity, and your support. Okay, so today's pick a card reading, we are doing what do they really feel and think about you. Okay, so this is going to be the person on your mind. What do they really feel and think about you? And we do have 3 crystals out here for you all to choose from. For group 1, we have Pyrite. For group 2, we have a Dalmatian Jasper. And then for group 3, we do have a flower agate. Okay, so we're going to be adding in one of these cards to help you guys with choosing your reading today. Once again, what do they really feel and think about you? So, let's see. Okay, so group 1 with the Pyrite. Person on your mind. What do they really feel and think about you? We have Countryside. Group 2. We have Dream. And group 3, what do they really feel and think about you? We have Loneliness. Okay, so group 1, Countryside, and that is with the Pyrite. Group 2, we have Dream, and that is with the Dalmatian Jasper. Group number 3, we have Loneliness, and that is with the flower agate. Okay, so those are the options for today. What do they really feel and think about you? Person on your mind, the love interest. So group 1 with Countryside and the Pyrite. Group 2 with Dream and the Dalmatian Jasper. And then group number 3, we have Loneliness with the flower agate. Timestamps will be down below. And I will see you all at your reading. Hi group 1, so those of you that resonated with the Countryside and the Pyrite, this is going to be your reading today. So we're finding out about the person on your mind. What do they really feel and think about you? Now, do keep in mind when it comes to this person's thoughts, I'm usually very honest in these readings, always, all the time. I don't sugarcoat things. If there's anything that kind of comes through that may not be the most pleasant, just keep in mind that this is someone else's opinion, okay? Does not make it true, okay? It's just what they feel and think about you, okay? Whether positive or negative. So let's see where this is going. Group number one, what do they really feel and think about you? What do they really feel and think about you, group number one? Oh boy, we got the Five of Swords. The Strength card. The Death card. The Fool. And the Ace of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Queen of Cups. Judgment. Ten of Cups. And the Nine of Swords. Magician is at the bottom with the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups. Seven of Wands, Six of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. And the Wheel of Fortune. I think I want to start off with looking at that Five of Swords, because that... I want to know where that's coming from. What is this Five of Swords here, Spirit? The Empress. Three of Wands. Maybe some of you, could be going through it with this person right now. Sometimes the Five of Swords, Five of Wands, this can be like if we've had a falling out with someone and maybe there was a very challenging conversation that you may have had with that person, because there is feelings that are here. There are feelings that are here, and it feels that there's a little bit of a mixed energy here, okay? So some of you, I am picking up that there may have been some kind of falling out that you've had with this person, some type of argument, some type of conflict, and there might be separation here. There may have even been a decision to end things, to bring something to an end here. And it feels like this person misses you and wants to try to resolve things here. Now, if you've not had a falling out with this person, this can more so be an inner struggle that this person is dealing with in terms of thoughts. It would be more so self-sabotaging thoughts. Okay? More self-sabotaging thoughts. So I want to look at this Nine of Swords. Ten of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Some of you are dealing with a person here who might be having a little bit of fears of taking that next step in your connection, meaning going from being single to in a relationship and really nurturing that relationship. The Three of Cups is about, can be a card about dating, socializing, having fun, and maybe for some of you, you could have the type of relationship with this person where there's good and bad, that you've experienced in this. I don't think that's all of you, but some of you might have like where you have fun together, you go out with each other, parties, celebrations with friends, and do fun things where everything feels great. And then sometimes there's the fighting and the arguing. Okay. But others of you, like I said, that Five of Swords is more or less maybe that inner struggle this person is kind of dealing with. It does look like are some fears here about commitment that this person could be dealing with, but it does feel like there's a very strong attraction that this person has to you. There are feelings that are involved. Some of you, it is indeed love. Okay. For others of you, this looks like this person is thinking about you in terms of long-term relationship and about taking that leap of faith and about the two of you really building a relationship that can be very successful with this connection. I want to see if I can get a little more. I'm seeing the Magician at the bottom with the Lovers and the Two of Cups. Okay. So it looks like this person does have the intention, you know, of seeing this connection through, of building that bond, or maybe it means rebuilding for some of you if you guys are going to be reconciling. The Magician is also about willpower, the willpower to do something. The Strength card can also be about willpower and about the inner strength of overcoming fears. The Fool is about taking that leap of faith. The Ace of Cups is here, which is about an opportunity for love, a new beginning in love. Like I said, maybe for some of you, this means reconciling. Okay. Those of you where this is an ex-partner, okay, or the two of you are separated right now, no contact. I'm also seeing Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Page of Swords, the Devil, and the Seven of Swords with the Five of Cups. This person could be someone who has done something wrong. There might be a lot of guilt here, a lot of shame, a lot of regret and remorse. There could have been some toxic patterns of behavior that could have led to certain actions or behaviors that may have betrayed trust, or even, you know, caused some type of unhealthy ways of communicating. And so this person might have some fears about reconciling your connection. If the two of you are going to be able to work together to resolve the conflict, or if you're going to be able to overcome it. Okay, could certainly be a thing here. And that might be more or less where there's some resistance there and some worrying and some stressing out. Because if you have had some challenges with this person, you know, they might be a little bit more like, I don't know if I should just go back and reconcile with you, because what if we get in the same pattern again? Okay, so Page of Swords is about studying something, observing something, gathering more information. So they might feel like, I need a little bit more time. I want to see if you've changed. Have you changed? Am I willing to change? Have we grown here, or are we going to go right back into the same cycles again? So let's actually pull some Oracle. So what do they really feel and think about you? Oops. We've got imagination here, fairy tales, fantasy, and dreams. Excuse me. We have obstacles, barriers, challenges, and hurdles. We have tied down, captive, stuck, and trapped. And then we also have boredom here, blank, shallow, and superficial. And then we have key on a ring here with many options, unconventional, one night stand, and a string along. Yeah, so now some of you, it could be that this person has insecurities. Okay, I'm picking up on that. Someone who has insecurities here, low self-esteem, low self-worth. They could be someone who has the self-sabotaging thoughts that tell them that you're going to get bored of them. You're going to get bored of them, and that you're not going to want to be with them. others of you, I feel like this is tied into a person who has issues with commitment. And the idea of committing, right, and making that big step from being single to in a relationship, they could say to themselves, well, what happens if we don't get along? Then it means that I'm going to be feeling stuck or trapped in this relationship, and I can't really bond with you anymore. And so it might, if there's someone who, especially who's been single for a while and, you know, getting into a relationship, those of you that also might be dealing with a situationship where it's been, you know, where they haven't committed. Now, the big fear there could be taking it from being single and having the freedom, right, of having something more casual to actually full on committing here in this. Okay, we have divine intervention and a time for reflection. We have debating here, contemplation, thinking it over, and viewing something. We've got commitment, vows, promises, and fidelity. Now, those of you that are dealing with a person who's been cheated on in the past, lied to, manipulated, betrayed, this person might also be someone who has fears of being hurt that way. We also have the teddy bear here with interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, and wanting to date. Okay, so I'm going to clarify this debating here. What is this person debating? What is this person debating? Nine of Swords again. They're worrying about something. Yeah, there it is. There it is again. The Nine of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. It's the same thing that's down here. Nine of Cups. You know, the Nine of Cups is about satisfaction, contentment, fulfillment. So if I get into this relationship, especially for those of you that are not committed to this person yet, or those of you that are separated right now and there's talks about reconciling, the worrying here, the overthinking, the stressing out, the overanalyzing, the sleepless nights, or the I can't sleep, I can't stop thinking about this, is whether or not there is going to be fulfillment going into that connection, into that commitment. Ace of Pentacles, for some of you, this is giving it another shot or offering something to you that is actually tangible. We have the Two of Wands here, which is basically this person having a choice to make. Choose that path of committing to you, taking that opportunity, or, you know, maybe going a separate way. What is this Two of Wands? King of Cups. This person in their feelings, thinking about their feelings. Like I said, for some of you, there is love here. Like this person loves you, cares about you. I like that we have both kings here because the King of Swords is head over heart. And the Cups, King of Cups is all about, you know, feelings and emotions. But there's also logic there as well. So I feel like this person is, you know, yes, trying to think about things logically and rationally, but there's also an awareness there and a truth of loving you, caring about you. And the Four of Pentacles is also, for some of you, it could be the person afraid to lose you. You know, person is afraid to lose you. Some of you, it might even be that the person has deeper feelings than they've actually let on for you, but then just also being afraid of opening up, like really opening up to this. Okay. else for group number 1? Upheaval and memory. Now, this could be memories that have happened between you and them, okay? Or it may be things from their past that are kind of coming up here. What is this memory here? Queen of Swords. Maybe something you said to them. 10 of Swords. It could be a painful memory that they also have that's making them feel a little bit confused with making their decision here. Knight of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords. Some of you may have actually, in fact, you know, told this person to work on themselves, or that maybe both of you are taking time to kind of work on yourself. Or if you have had a breakup with this person, they can be, you know, focusing on like, I need to focus on improving myself. If there's someone who in their past memory is a person who really hurt them, betrayed them in some way maybe, or they went through a bad breakup, you know, that could also be reason for having difficulty with your connection. With feeling like I need to take it slow, and not really rush into. So again, this is where all that anxiety is about committing or recommitting to this. Okay, so let's ask Spirit here what your advice is. What is group 1's advice? What is group 1's advice? Judgment. 3 of Cups in reverse. 6 of Wands and 5 of Swords here. You know, for those of you where this 5 of Swords is where you're seeing a person continue on this path of sabotaging the connection, or for those of you where you're noticing that there's the toxicity that's present, I honestly feel like Spirit's telling you here to really take some time to think about before, like, if you're trying to go back into this, to reconcile into a toxic situation, that it might be better for you to put yourself first and to release yourself from the situation. Now, for others of you where it's not so much that the person is being toxic to you by the way of their words or their actions, but more or less where you keep seeing the person with like self-sabotaging behaviors, again, you should take some time to think about whether or not that's going to work, because, you know, with the person who's sabotaging the connection, it can also start to affect you mentally and emotionally. So I feel like Spirit's really saying here to really think very clearly about the decision that you make if you're going to be deciding to bring this person back into your life, that there are certain things that you need to pay attention to. You know, maybe for some of you, there's certain red flags that you've overlooked that the universe is really wanting you to, you know, notice and not just ignore. That would be important there. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave this here for you. Group number 1. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, group 2. So those of you that resonated with the Dream card and the Fuchsia Dalmatian Jasper, this is going to be a reading today. So we're asking Spirit, the person on your mind, what do they really feel and think about you? And as I told group number 1, when it comes to the person's thoughts or feelings, you know, I'm a pretty straightforward reader, whether it's a positive or a negative. If there is, you know, by chance something that kind of comes through that is not the most positive, just keep in mind that this is another person's opinion, okay? It doesn't make it true. It's just we're looking at what the other person really feels and thinks about you, okay? So with your dream card here, we've got desire, open, nightmare, and fantasy. So let's see where this is going. So group number 2, the person on your mind, what do they really feel and think about you? We have the moon. We have the 10 of Cups. Oh, all right. So interesting that we have the moon. The moon can also talk about psychic visions and dreams, but it looks like this is really positive. I like it. 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Ace of Wands, 3 of Cups. Wow. 3 of Swords, 2 of Cups. Maybe that's part of the nightmare part of it. It could be some insecurities. We'll see. What do they really feel and think about you? Maybe some of you have had a breakup with this person. Maybe that's why that's there. So if you have, then I would say that this person is dreaming about you for sure. They could be having dreams of the two of you, you know, being happy with each other. And I feel like the reason why, especially if you're broken up with this person and in no contact, I feel like they're having dreams about you because they have feelings for you. And oftentimes during the dream state, there's feelings, emotions, thoughts that we have that come up from our subconscious in order to make the unconscious conscious. So this person could have been like running, avoiding their feelings, and you know, their higher self is trying to bring their attention to the feelings and the emotions that they have that maybe they've suppressed, and trying to bring it to light for this person to be like, hey, you have feelings towards group number 2. Are you sure you want to leave this? I feel like they might even have dreams about you guys being together, reconciling with each other. You know, if you are broken up, then the Temperance card can be a card about reconciliation. Both of these, actually. Maybe these two. And the 2 of Cups. So I want to look at, yeah, we have the 10 of Swords here. So maybe some of you are broken up with this person. Now, if you're not, and you've never had an actual, you know, committed relationship with this person, I feel like this person, first off, they really like you. They're really into you. They feel like there's a lot of chemistry here. There's definitely a very strong connection. The nightmare part of it could be the fear of getting hurt. If this person is someone who has been betrayed in the past, who has trust issues, they might have like nightmares of like you with someone else, you know, meeting someone else, finding someone else, talking to someone else. And that could be something where, you know, there's both the positive and the negative that's also here. Now, I will say, if you have, and I don't think this is going to be maybe only one of you that this may have happened. If you did by chance cheat on this person, okay, and you lied to them and they found out about it and they ended things with you, they could still be having dreams about you guys being together, but then also having maybe like these nightmares of that situation kind of happening, you know, the pain, kind of like reliving that pain and that experience. But yeah, I feel like more so maybe some of you, if there's like a person that you're dealing with and you know that they've been like through it and they've got trust issues, or they went through like a really bad ending to a relationship. They could be someone who, you know, has like these nightmares about you guys going through a breakup, or, you know, you know, being lied to, being betrayed, things of that nature. Now, some of you, I'm getting that this could be a friend or a person that you work with, or that you might have like friends of a friends, go to school together, work together, collaborate in some way. And maybe this person has been some, like kind of avoiding you at work, or avoiding the friend group, or a little afraid of telling you that they like you more than a friend, which they do. Okay. They do. There's attraction that's there. They feel a spark with you. And I think I want to look. I mean, this person could be someone who's afraid of coming up to you and talking to you. They could be afraid of rejection. But yeah, I feel like this person kind of envisions the two of you being together in that Ten of Cups, fantasizing about that. Let's clarify this Two of Cups. We do have Sagittarius energy here and Pisces. Some of you, this person could be waiting for the right time to come forward. Yep, there it is. Waiting for the right time to come forward to tell you how they feel. We got Queen of Cups at the bottom and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you, you work with this person and this person has been feeling conflicted about coming forward and telling you that they want to take you on a date, or that they're attracted to you, or that they like you, or that they want to, you know, date for maybe for something serious here. Oh yeah, look at that. Some of you, if you're married, okay, or you're in a relationship, or they're married or in a relationship, that might be something that this person feels conflicted about telling you that they like you, or asking you out because they're involved with someone else, or because you're involved with someone else. Could also be because you guys work together. Okay. And the conflict that that could create in the workplace. This person wants to tell you how they feel. They want to give you some kind of offer here. Now that offer could be like, hey, let's go out. Let's go to dinner. Let's go to a movie. Let's go do something fun. Judgment, the Strength card, Four of Pentacles. Some of you, this person might see that you might seem a little intimidating. Okay, so they could be trying to work up the courage to go up to you and talk to you. You might come across, some of you might also come across as very guarded and very serious and closed off. So if you do like this person, I would encourage you to be more approachable. Maybe that means that you're smiling, or, you know, you could act, I mean, let's just say it's across the office, okay? And that person can't hear you. You could look at your coworker that's close to you and, you know, put your head back and laugh and smile, and then glance in their direction and pretend like you're having a good time and that you're approachable. Okay? Or you, as soon as you see them, you give them a big smile, you wave hello, how are you? How's your day? Something like that. Let's see what else here. Let's look at this. Let's actually clarify the moon. Why is the moon here? Yeah, I definitely feel like this person wants to come forward here. I'm seeing the Ten of Wands and also the Sun and the Emperor. Like this person really wants to talk to you or to come towards you here. Some kind of offer here. I mean, if you're no contact with this person right now, I feel like they want to stop the no contact. Like they want to break the no contact. And, you know, maybe that is presenting some kind of offer of you guys either getting back together or offering you something, like being serious. Like, I'm seriously wanting to take you out. I seriously want us to date. Yeah. Okay. So let's pull some oracle here, group 2. What do they really feel and think about you? Some of you, this person thinks that you're very attractive, okay? Some of you might be very social butterflies and have a great sense of humor, very intelligent, very well-spoken. That can also be something that they pick up from your energy here as well. We have holding on here, hung up, clinging, and obsessing, and we have why. So maybe for some of you, this person could, like, again, you could be showing up in their dreams and they're just like, why can't I stop thinking about group number 2? I'm seeing social media here and keeping tabs. So maybe some of you, this person is looking at your social media. Like, why can't I stop looking at you? Why can't I just get, you know, maybe if you guys broke up, then this person could be thinking, why am I not over you? Why are you consuming my thoughts and my mind and, you know, things of that nature. So what else? We have addiction here. This person's obsessed, I would say. We've got turbulence here. Turbulence, arguments, tension, and stressful. We have insecurities and self-esteem. Now, I would say that some of you, it could be yes, that this person is someone who does have some insecurities here, but if you appear to be a person who's kind of like avoiding them, shying away from them, very guarded, they might be able to pick up from your energy that you seem a little insecure, that you have low self-esteem, especially if you've been hurt by people in the past. You know, sometimes certain relationship situations can really make our self-esteem and self-worth take a nosedive. We do have heartbroken here, deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving and despair, and breakup. So maybe, yes, maybe some of you have had a breakup. Or if this person knows that you just went through a breakup, you know, they can see, oh, you know, group two's really hurting, or group two's sad, or they're very guarded. They're avoiding me. They won't talk to me. We have the grave here with no second chances and unspoken. So some of you have had a breakup with this person and you are no contact. And maybe it was their insecurities that caused the connection to end. There could have been an argument here. But again, it kind of feels like a situation where a person is not able to stop thinking about you. Like, why are you on their mind all the time? Dreaming about you, fantasizing about you, and still feeling so drawn to you here. Okay? So I want to, let's get a little bit more here. Survival, bond. Well, again, we feel that this person has a connection here. With the night energy, this is more or less just staying quiet. So like I said, maybe some of you are no contact with the person. But being in this survival energy here, you know, maybe they kind of see you as that either vulnerable or that fear of vulnerability, a feel of, you know, either going up and talking to you, or they might see you as like that, maybe being a little bit afraid or, unapproachable in some way. Okay, so, or it could be them too, you know, if they're the wounded one here. Okay, so we're going to get some advice for you, group number 2. What is your advice for this connection? Strength, Ace of Cups. Magician. Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like if Spirit is saying here, if you desire this person, if you like them, You know, it could also be your strength, your willpower, you overcoming your fears, to open your heart up to this person. If you want to connect with them, you know, try to I'm seeing the Devil here, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. This is about vulnerability. So if you're the one, again, that is afraid of opening up, afraid of being vulnerable, afraid of telling them how you feel, or that, hey, I like you too, or, you know, or yes, I still have feelings for you. You know, this could certainly be you overcoming your own fears. Okay? Your own fears, connecting to your inner strength, courage, bravery, willpower, and leading with your heart instead of being afraid, keeping yourself stuck in a place of fear, especially if you are someone who recognizes that there is an opportunity that's there, you know, and give yourself that chance to try again, or maybe try for the first time with this person, if it's something that you're open to. Okay? All right, so I'm going to leave this here for you, group number 2. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, group 3. So those of you that resonated with the loneliness card and the flower agate, this is going to be a reading today. So we're finding out about the person on your mind. What do they really feel and think about you? And before we get into it, because we are going to be asking what another person feels, another person thinks about you, I am a very straightforward reader. I don't really sugarcoat things. If there's something, whether positive or negative, that comes through, just remember that this is someone else's opinion, okay? It doesn't necessarily make it true. So we have loneliness here. And it says emptiness, depression, wandering, and a gap period. So let's see. What do they really feel and think about you? Knight of Swords. Okay, so I'm getting a very specific message. This is going to be for everybody here, but those of you that have a child with this person, and this person has kind of withdrawn from you, this person might think that you are someone who is maybe being a little bit either aggressive, confrontational, pushy, bossy, or trying to come towards them, which I can understand that. Like if you have a child with this person and this person is, you know, or if you're pregnant and this person is just like not stepping up, I can understand why there'd be feeling upset there. For others of you, it could be that, you know, this person feels like you're trying to come towards them and maybe start something with them, when they could be the one who's going through a little bit of a depressive episode and wanting to be alone. And that could be a cause for some type of fighting, arguing of some kind. There might even be jealousy here. So if you're a jealous person, and if you get jealous and your temper, or you become, you know, a little spicy with your with your tongue, then it could be that they see that you're someone who just kind of comes towards them and might blurt things out, say things because you're upset. Okay? It could also be the complete opposite too, okay? Because understand that with tarot, energies can sometimes come through reverse, because energy is fluid. So let's keep going here. What do they really feel and think about you? The Hierophant and the World. Four of Swords, King of Swords. Now, some of you could be the one who's depressed here, dealing with depression and loneliness. And if you are, then that would be, you know, in a way that they're kind of seeing you as someone who's, you know, going through it. The Moon and Judgment. Six of Swords is at the bottom. Some of you may have ended a relationship with this person or even a marriage. Okay. So if this is like your ex-spouse, there could have been, you know, of course, a lot of conflict in the ending of that relationship. And this person could be someone who does, or they could also be this. Some of you might be dealing with a person who's divorced or recently divorced, and they could be the one who's feeling a little depressed. Okay. Some of you could be dealing with a person who's going through it, perhaps mentally, emotionally, and still healing from a past relationship. And they might think, you know, that you're someone that wants a relationship, that wants a commitment. And that might be something that makes them think negative thoughts. I'm going to clarify this a little further, but it could be like where there's fear about the potential of actually having a healthy, happy relationship. So if you're dealing with someone who's went through like a bad breakup, a divorce, and they know that your mind is focused like, I want a commitment, I want, you know, to get married or something like that, there might be a little bit of conflict there between you and them. Because if there's someone who's still kind of like in a guarded or a little bit of a defensive energy, especially if you're someone who approaches this person, because the Knight of Swords has an energy of urgency, you know? So if you're kind of presenting yourself in a way where you're like, okay, I want to nurture this relationship, but I want it quick. I want it now. What's the decision? Where is this going? Where is this headed? You know, then they might kind of feel that you're coming at them in that Knight of Swords energy, which can feel a little intense. But I don't think all of you might be approaching that person in this way. But some of you could, you know, where you feel that sense of urgency, like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to settle down. I want to be in a commitment. I want to get married. I want to have a family. I want to build a house. I want to, you know, like all the things. And if this person is someone who, you know, sees all of that, because they could also see you as this Empress here too, which is very loving, caring, compassionate, kind, nurturing. And if there's someone who's feeling broken, you know, from a past relationship, they can certainly have all those like, what happened in my last relationship? And, you know, certainly feel some doubt about accepting your offer. You know, they could have been someone who's kind of detached, pulled away from you a little bit, having doubts about it. Or if you guys were fighting a lot, you know, if you guys were having a lot of arguments and a lot of fights about the relationship, being together, being committed, things of that nature, that can also be something that makes them kind of think that they're not sure about the situation. So let's look at this Eight of Swords here. Why is this Eight of Swords here? The Star. Justice. And the Death card. Yeah, some of you might be, you know, dealing with the person who is in the middle of a divorce. Um, or just got out of something, and they could feel like they need time to heal. They might see that, you know, you're ready right now. Some of you could be ready like now, and they might feel like they need to wait. They could be creating distance and taking time to just focus on themselves and heal. But I feel like, I mean, I feel like this person sees what you have to offer here, you know, and they have thought about, I feel like, the two of you guys being together, being happy together, but there's something that's, it feels like, blocking this person from the progression of your connection. So we have the Three of Wands here, Two of Cups, King of Wands. Okay, those of you that are dealing with a person who's going through it energetically right now, whether that's mentally, emotionally, you know, this might be a situation for some of you where it's kind of like the right person, wrong time. That's what I'm getting here. The right person, wrong time, where they're seeing that, okay, maybe in the near future we can connect with each other, and I'll be in a better energy to step up and give you what you want. But it kind of feels like not yet. Like this person feels like they need to heal. Okay. Knight of Swords. Yeah, some of you, this person, well, I mean, how about this too? That we could go this way. It could be the other way around for some of you, where you're the wounded one. You're just coming out of a relationship, just coming out of a divorce, and they're like ready to go. And you're still, you know, dealing with your feelings, your emotions, you know, your own fears because of what may have happened in your past. And you might be the one that is a little guarded and not wanting to rush, like where you need more time. And you're like, no, I don't want to commit yet. I don't want to commit into a relationship. I'm not ready yet. I'm not emotionally available. And it could be you who's turning them down. You know, where you're the one that's dealing with things emotionally, and you might be feeling like pretty adamant about like, no, I'm staying single. I need time. I need time to heal. I'm not trying to rush and get involved in anything right now. But it could be them that's also feeling like that, where they're just like thinking like, I'm not open to this right now. Because that Four of Cups can certainly be rejection, missed opportunity, turning down an opportunity that's right there. So perhaps this person is someone who's not ready, or you're not ready. Someone's not ready here. Okay. Let's pull some oracle here. And we've got the Taurus and Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces. We have growth, fear, yeah, and isolation. So yes, and then there's the risk at the bottom with resistance. Okay, so whoever it is, take it how it resonates, but there's someone here in this connection that's afraid of nurturing the connection, and because of that they might be isolating themselves. Okay, maybe they are dealing with depression, and there's resistance to the growth of the connection because they feel like it's too risky. They might get hurt, you know. So let's ask Spirit here what your advice is. Group number 3. What is your advice? Group number 3. What is your advice? For one thing, I hear this could be working on the ways in which you communicate, okay? You know, if you are dealing with a person right now, I mean, some of you there might be legal stuff going on. Like I said, some of you might have a child with this person, legal. This could be the father of your children here. And if it is, or it's your spouse, you know, you might be feeling like really, really a little obsessing over getting back together, you know, being a family with each other and things of that nature. But in some regard, we can't force it. We can't force something. If the person's saying no, and they're the one who's in that Knight of Swords energy that is being defensive and like, I'm going to stay single and I'm pushing you away, you know, let's see. Yeah. I mean, of course, all of your situations are going to be very different. But again, if this person is someone who's not wanting to talk, not wanting to, you know, build a relationship with you, there's a need for us to really think logically about the situation and to do what is best for you. Some of you, it may mean moving on from the relationship and opening yourself up to other love connections with people who do want to build with you, you know? And for those of you where you're actually, you know, actively still talking to the person, continue to do that. Continue to work towards building the relationship with them. You know, being a support system, being a good listener, right? Offering your support, offering friendship. Because the Justice card is about, you know, doing the right thing. It's about respect and integrity and honesty. You know, you could tell this person straight out, hey, this is what I would like to have with you. Are you open to it? Don't be afraid of speaking up for what you want. But again, if you're being met with a person who's saying to you, like, no, you know, I'm not ready, maybe later. Okay, so maybe we maintain a friendship for now. You know, maybe we let go of attachment to outcome here. Because you don't also want to give so much of your time and your energy trying and trying and trying and trying, where you're starting to let it affect your mental health. You have to also do what's best for you. And for some of you, that might mean walking away. Like if this person is not open at this time, they're not open to receive, we've got to pull back our energy. Okay? Or vice versa. If they're the one who's trying to push you into commitment, relationship, and you're just like, no, I'm not. I need to be alone. I'm dealing with my depression and anxiety and, you know, I'm healing, then this is also you standing up for yourself. It's you speaking truth. It's having boundaries. It's saying, hey, you know what? I can't offer you more than a friendship right now. Okay? So certainly improving communication here. Okay? All right. So I'm going to leave this here for you, group number 3. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one.